For the Board of Education for the Muskego Norway School District. This meeting was noticed in accordance with our state's open meeting laws. Attendance roll call.
Mr. Hyde.
Here.
Mrs. Boyer.
Here.
Mr. Buckmaster.
Here.
Mrs. Blair.
Here.
Mr. Zimmerman. Here. Mrs. Cotney.
Here.
And I am here. We're all present.
Okay, 7 present. We have a quorum for action. Pledge of Allegiance. Would everyone please rise if able and join Mr. Hyde in the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, Brett. Now to item 1E, a motion is in order to approve the agenda as presented.
Second.
Any discussion? Hearing none. All those in favor, state by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Agenda is approved as is. Moving on, item 2, consent agenda. Motion is in order to approve the consent agenda in gross.
Second.
All right.
Please.
It was not me.
Okay. And Terry,
And Terry, okay.
any discussion, or is there any item, individual item, a board member wishes to move for individual consideration?
No, I think I see everything.
You're good?
Yeah. The only thing, that I had on that thing was there was multiple of the same. Do you know why that is?
Multiple of the same.
So like for instance, the, physical examination, you know how it's got like 1460, then
Yeah.
3160, then,
It's, the policies are organized by administrators,
okay,
like teaching staff, certified staff, and support staff. So there
Okay.
might be nuances between those 3 areas, but you are gonna see like FMLA in all 3 of those areas, so it's just
Okay.
based on the staff.
okay. I was like, it seemed redundant, but okay, that's fine. And yeah, all the changes I've been making.
So the technical stuff is fine?
Yeah,
so-
all the
okay.
changes I had.
All right, so I'll just ask one more time, is there any policy within the consent agenda that a board member wants to remove for individual consideration? Albeit the technical changes that you stated. All right, hearing none, all those in favor of approving the consent agenda in gross, state by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? All right, motion carries unanimously. Moving on to item 3, student representation. Mr. Went.
Right, so at the high school, the Athletic Leadership Council had their first meeting. Student Council led the annual Paint the Town event, which involved painting Warrior Pride in the windows of the school. Student Council Executive Board led the annual Homecoming Pep Assembly. Boys football defeated Arrowhead at the homecoming game, and now the record is 7-1. The Ancient Greece themed homecoming dance was held on Saturday the 8th. Girls varsity tennis completed in sub-sectionals last week, and junior Emily Pan won all 3 matches and qualified for state. All club pictures were taken on Wednesday the 5th throughout the school day. Parent-teacher conference night was held on Wednesday, October 5th. Spanish National Honor Society is now offering tutoring to any students looking for help in Spanish, as well as Mu Alpha Theta offering tutoring in math. Representatives from military came to Muskego High School last week, including the Wisconsin Army National Guard, U.S. Marine Corps, and the U.S. Navy. Students had the chance to ask questions and find out about new opportunities in the military. FBLA members attended the 2022 Fall Leadership Lab on Thursday the 6th. And the new Think Pink shirts will be sold next week. Or this week, sorry. At Lake to Noon, all students had their picture day on the 27th and 28th. They're beginning a new Packmates peer mentoring program starting on the 19th. This program's goals include supporting 5th grade students as they transition into middle school and provide leadership opportunities for 7th graders. LDMS parent-teacher conferences are going to be held on October the 12th. And LDMS is also offering many new exciting clubs, including National Junior Art Honor Society, National Junior Honor Society, Yearbook Club, Wrestling Club, and Student Council. And the PTO is meeting on Monday, October 7th from 5:30 to 6:30 in the Lake to Noon Library. At Muskego Lakes, all students receive their forward assessment results in the mail. They also had their school spirit week starting the week of September 26th. The book swap fundraiser is scheduled to take place later this month, and proceeds from this event will benefit Best Buddies Wisconsin. Muskego Lakes Middle School PTO is sponsoring the Pumpkin Spice Fest on Sunday the 9th. And in-person parent-teacher conferences will be on Thursday, October 13th, and the virtual ones will be on the 19th. The PTO is also starting a new program called Midweek Munchies, where every Wednesday, students have the opportunity to sign up to bring in munchies for the staff to help them make it through the week and brighten their day. At Bay Lane, the PTO hosted a Bobcat breakfast before school on September 27th and 28th. Parent-teacher conferences were held at the end of the month, or are going to be held at the end of the month on October 27th. On a Friday, October 7th, K-5 through 4th grade students participated in a whole school spirit walk. The student empowerment team is currently accepting new students in 3rd and 4th grade. Their mission is to promote respectful, responsible, and safe community awareness through leadership opportunities and school spirit initiatives. The Student Culture Subcommittee will complete their second community building activity for the 2022 school year. The committee's goal is to help create a sense of community and build character development. The next PTO meeting is October 18th in the library. At Lakeview, the all-school PTO Dragon Dash took place on September 23rd. On September 28th, the entire school had the opportunity to come together for the first Golden Awards Assembly. Awards were given that recognize students for making good decisions throughout their first month of school and having perfect attendance. Lakeview also had their annual Harvest Fest on Friday the 30th. At Mill Valley, all students received their 4 exam results last week. 50% of students in 3rd and 4th grade were advanced, and overall 92.5% of students in 3rd and 4th grade were proficient or advanced in mathematics. 76.5% of students in 3rd and 4th grade were proficient or advanced in English language. Mill Valley also hosted their first all-school assembly for the year, and Bucky Badger and the Muskego High School drumline came. And then the PTO-sponsored color run also took place on Friday, October 7th. And that's it.
Thank you, Mason. Any questions for Mason? It's a pretty good report, thank you. Okay, having none, we'll move on to item 4, Superintendent's Report. Dr. Thompson?
Just 2 things. WASB Regional 11 meeting again is on October 18th, so if you're interested in attending and have not already told Lori that you're interested, please let her know so she can register you. Just a reminder that our rotating board meetings start next board meeting, end of October, for our annual meeting at the high school. And then we will be at each of the other 5 schools over the next few months after that. And that concludes the superintendent's report.
Thank you, Dr. Thompson. Moving on to item 5, other reports. I have nothing on the president's report. Board member reports, I'll have one in 2 weeks, but not right now, so I'll start with Mrs. Cotney, Mr. Zimmerman, Mrs. Blair.
Our C701 meeting is October 18th, which they moved up to 5:30 so that we can get to the meeting on the 11th. So,
Thank you.
so I should be able to get there.
All right, thank you.
Mhm.
Mr. Bowman?
No.
I have none this time. Mrs. Blair?
I don't know.
Boyer, sorry. Did I say Blair?
Yes.
Are you sure?
Maybe.
It's so different, it seriously is.
Boyer, Mrs. Boyer.
No, I don't know.
Okay, Mr. Hyde.
Nothing to report.
All right.
Mr.
Thank you, sir.
Buckmaster.
Thank you, sir. Moving on to committee reports. Mrs. Boyer.
Educational Services Committee met this evening before our meetings here. We talked about how our new 3 math pilots that we're looking at relate to our STEM programming in the district. And we also reviewed how we develop and start our human growth and development curriculum. And we reviewed those curriculums K through 4, 7th, and 9th grade. Really, 9th grade is the only other one that has human growth and development. And they are all available on our curriculum hub for people to look at. Our next meeting is going to be November 14th.
That is the end of our committee reports. Moving on to item 6, resolution action items. A, gifts, grants, and requests.
Motion to approve with thanks the following gifts, grants, and bequests. Muskego High School football, Muskego High School Gridiron Club, $10,000 to the Muskego High School football team. Muskego High School swim, School of Bark, Christina and Dan Wool, $1,300 to the Muskego High School girls swim team. Muskego High School bands, Friends of Muskego High School music, $9,840 for 4 new French horns for the Muskego High School band. Muskego High School robotics, Generac Power Systems, $1,000 to the Muskego High School robotics. PPG Industries Foundations, $5,300 to the Muskego High School robotics. Muskego Lakes Middle School, Mr. Wellheim, $50 for financial assistance in purchasing yearbooks at Muskego Lakes Middle School. Bay Lane Elementary, Jacob and Nelda Seiss, $600 to Bay Lane Elementary, kindergarten and second grade classrooms. In the district, $21,000 grant awarded by the Office of School Safety for the purpose of facility mapping to support law enforcement and first responders.
Move to approve?
Thank you.
Second.
Okay, any discussion?
Thank you.
Thank you, thank you very much. All right, all those in favor, state by saying aye. Aye. Motion carries unanimously. Moving on to item 7, discussion items. A, annual booklet review. So you have before you our draft of the annual meeting. I've gone through it once, and I'll get with Julie before it's published and just finalize it, but it looked good. I love the format, so thank you.
Nothing changed from last year.
Yes, so, and the dollar bill, that's in
Dollar bill is
there too,
there.
so we like the dollar bill in there to see where the dollars are going, so.
The numbers had to have changed.
Well, these numbers are the numbers that were approved from August, so they'll change in a couple weeks.
Yeah.
He said it didn't change from last year.
So, any questions for Julie on this? Yeah, it's fairly straightforward, but thank you for putting this together. Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you.
And, yep, appreciate the time and effort.
You timing on that makes it sound like you're congratulating him on putting the book together.
Well, it's kind of like a congratulations for everything, right? So,
Managed to
but,
put a book together with a baby.
And the same day?
There'll be an addendum that'll be added to it, and then it'll be fine.
That's fine.
Got it, so you're cool. All right, moving on, item B, 2022-23 budget. And anything new on that?
Nope.
No, I think that's fine until we set it, okay. Any questions or comments on that? You'll see that finalized in draft form at the annual meeting. We'll approve it, and then you'll see the actual final in November when we have our final numbers in from the state. And then that'll be the actual approval, so,
You'll approve the final budget at the meeting, after the annual meeting
yes.
in October. Yep.
And I think, isn't there one in December, or no, November? Oh, so
We
we
set
can do
the
it there?
tax levy
Oh,
and we
cool.
certify it to municipalities by November 10th.
Got it.
Yep.
Okay, moving on, item 8, information follow-up. I have before you the financials, personal information menu. If you have any questions on these, contact staff. I have no communications and miscellaneous businesses authorized by law. Having no other, just a reminder, so we have a board meeting in 2 weeks. That's the annual meeting. We'll be at the high school, okay? And just be aware that we'll have the annual meeting, we'll also have the school board after that, okay? And we'll meet in the cafeteria, right? Or
243.
243, okay. So that's scheduled, so. All right, having no other business before this board, a motion to adjourn is in order.
So moved?
Second.
All those in favor, state by saying aye.
Aye.
The ayes have it, we are adjourned.
Who's second?
I did have lunch